Welcome back to another episode here on Farming Simulator 25 with my start from scratch playthrough. Yeah. Can you see me? No? Peekaboo. No, you missed me. Look for the egg. There we go. Oh, missed me again. Here we are. Yeah. So, today's episode, we're going to smash out some contracts. We've got some already taken. Cultivating Field 14, 72, and the Deadwood contract. We are also, while we head down to Field 72, which is just down this road this way. I had a quick look at the map before I hit record. Probably a quicker way, but we're going to go this way because why not? Just take a nice little leisurely drive. We had a comment from Spartus Division. Shout out to Spartus Division. Hope you're enjoying the playthrough, mate. Who said, check out Field 67, which is literally this way. We've got to pass it to get to the first cultivating field. Oh, can we get across this? Our cultivator's not too wide, is it? Nah, just right. As you can see on the little mini-map in the bottom left, we are literally coming up on it. It's just behind them trees. And he said it's perfect for my greenhouse idea. Yeah, it's 41 grand. 41,520 to be precise. We've got 41,869. We'll have a little more after we've done these contracts. Which I also found a contract mod that lets us accept as many contracts as we want. I thought that's handy. But here's Field 67. There is no farmland actually here. There is literally none here, look. Here it is. Got some trees, which we could obviously take down. If we just looked at the map, we've got somewhat a decent amount of farmable area. It's only 0.69 of a hectare. But it is relatively flat. We could do like, I don't know, if we went with the greenhouse idea, we could like put a pretend office block here, like, you know, like a static home. A caravan, trailer, you know, trailer on wheels, house on wheels, as like a mobile office, and then just have a few greenhouses in here. Obviously, it is somewhat a bit of distance away from, say, the farm shop up here. Where is it? Is this the farm shop? Yeah, the farmer's market, and the other sort of stops over here. But we have got grain and that over there. And an oil mill. But it is a potential. There is potential. I can see it. I can see why they chose it. Why you chose it. And that's a strong contender right now. But I was also looking at Field, funnily enough, we're going to go plough it. Or cultivate it. Field 14. I'm not too sure what it's going to look like when we get there. But there's also 72. It's a bit more out of our price range, but it's either 67, 14, or 34, which has currently got grass planted. So we could start a silage business, but I do want greenhouses. And this is obviously one of the perfect spots for it. But yeah, we'll see come the end of the episode what we purchase. But I do promise you, at the end of this episode, we will own some land. Regardless, we're going to have some land. So, yeah, so sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode. With me, Bearded Egg, on Bearded Egg Farms. And, yeah, I'm coming up to Field 72, just down here. Nice quick cultivating job. So I will speed it up nicely. And, yeah. We apparently don't have access to this land. That's cute, because we're going to take this land regardless. Let's get the old steering assist done. We're going to do 5 headlands. Why not? Let's do it. Let's find out where the lines are. Yeah, nice. Okay. I'll speed this up. Well, if it's stuck to the lines, that is. There we go. Right, speed it up, guys. Oh dear, I didn't realise. I saw it. I didn't have a clue what it was, and I had the collect option, collect prompt, and I collected it, and it gave me 10 grand, and I feel like we've slightly cheated the game a little bit. Obviously they've put collectibles in the game, and I didn't realise. And yeah, well, I've accidentally collected one, and I do apologise. If you wanted me to keep it 100% from scratch and by the book and without having to use any of the freebies in here, but I suppose it's a blessing in disguise. We've got a free 10k, and it's going to help ultimately get some land, innit? But I do apologise, guys, that I did that, and when I do another playthrough or play on a different map, or start another farm offline where I don't record and just for my own pleasure do what I want, I'll go around and collect them all just for the achievements. But yeah, like I say, I do apologise for that one. Where are these bloody trees? I know they've got to be in amongst this red circle, but I've still got 3 to go. And they're literally just being cut down and just left. Ah, yeah, also, I've been watching Syrup on YouTube. His little playthrough. Fantastic series. I think I'm on episode 30. And I've been binging it while I'm at work. And usually I don't really watch many YouTube videos, but this series has kind of just grabbed me by the balls, if you want me to put it in that way, in them terms, and it's got me hooked. And I noticed that with his dead wood contracts, he was able to collect the wood, take it to a sawmill on his farm, and process it into planks, beams, and short planks and everything, and make money off it. But however, as soon as he completed the contract, whatever wood was on his trailer would disappear. So it does have its downfall. Oh, they're just here. So we have got that option if we do ever get a sawmill to do deadwood contracts and make use of this wood which just gets felled. And I think it's a waste of wood. So there is that opportunity. If you waste not, want not, in a world where, you know, we could recycle it and turn it into something nice, I think that's not really bending the rules. That's just making good of a good situation, you know what I mean? So we may look into doing that later on. Let's just make sure we run down to our tractor down here, even though we could just pour it all into it. I just want to make sure there's no trees in the road. It doesn't really matter because once we complete the contract like so, active, we've done that one for 12.50. Didn't take long at all. We've done deadwood for 50. How's that work out? Getting more for cutting trees than ploughing or cultivating. Got field 14 to go. What else have we got? This one's a decent size. 78. We've got to pass that. Let's do that. It's a good chunk of change, that. We accept that one. Let's see if this mod works. Fertilising, I will do them because they're quite simple. Quite small fields, so we'll get through them nice and quick. Harvesting we can't do. Ploughing we can't do. Spraying, stone picking, but we could do wood transport. But that would require buying a trailer with a crane on it. How much are they? Let's have a little ganders in the old shopperoonie. Wood cutting, wood forestry. Forestry, where are you? Forestry, wood transport. 15 grand for that sort of size trailer. That's not bad. Well, 18 grand for that one. Kevlar. I mean, this extends out, doesn't it? Without the trailer, it's 15 grand. Oh, with the crane, it's 45 grand. Nope, certainly not. Anything in the sales. We've got a trailer. For 12.5. That's a baling trailer. Transport bales. Ooh, a nice tractor. But we won't worry about them. I'm going to crack on with these 2 cultivating contracts. Sit back, relax, and I'll see you when I'm finished. Beep, you're on all you like, you Norbert. You literally just drove straight into me. Luckily there was no kids on that bus. No, you can sit there and wait. You idiot, you crashed right into my tractor. Look, my right away. So yeah, we've just been in an incident, guys. This muppet, look at him. Does not look safe to be around children, especially. Look at him. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about the bus driver. Look at him. Look dangerous. Which way you going? We're literally on our way to field 14 as well. Oh, we'll put a replay in. Just to prove that I had right away. What a Norbert. Right, back to the grind. Right, we've almost finished field 14. I reckon if I get this little corner bit here, that might trigger it, and we may actually complete it. Oh, not quite. We're gonna have to get a little bit at the top here. Well, we did look on the map at 14 as a potential field, but with this old John Deere, it struggles up these hills massively cultivating. I mean, it could be a good potential field, but with this tractor, no. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. But here we go. Just finished that one. We'll just pull off the field and we'll collect them 2 cultivating contracts. Takes so long with this little cultivator and this tractor, especially on the hills and everything. Right, let's complete this one for $1,379. And this one for $5,344. That puts us above $61,220,000. We are smashing it this month. Let's look at our finances. All right, second month in, as long as we've made more money from contracts this month, 46,000. Wicked. Obviously, miscellaneous was the collectible. It went to a museum. They give us 10 grand. Well, I can't help that. I did try and refuse it, but they kept putting it back in my pocket, so we'll allow it. What else? We spent out on some fuel. We've spent a lot of money on fuel this month. $353. But right, let's see what else. There's another deadwood. Nah. I'm gonna do the free fertilizer jobs because they're all kind of near each other, apart from, obviously, 35. So I might do 10 and 13, because they're worth more, and they're nearer. So I'll go back to the shop, and I'll grab our fertilizer, and we'll crack on with them too. It won't take long. So we'll accept them quickly. The other fertilizer one there, accept that there. Bale wrapping, spraying. I mean, a sprayer would be pretty cool. No, get out of my head. Get out of my head. We're not going to do it. Right. I'm going to go grab my fertilizer. And I will bring you back. Back up to this way, I reckon, first. Or we do 10 first on the way through. But yeah, I will be right back. Right, that's the fertilising done. Let's just pull over quickly. Let's make sure we hand them in. There we are. Completed. 1,341 and 1,600. So another $3,000 there. That now takes us up to 64,000. That has opened up some serious options for us in the landage front. We're avoiding this area. Obviously, we still have the option for 67. 67 here. We obviously have the option for 34, which is a lot cheaper. And I mean, we could potentially have greenhouses there, but I need flat land. And yeah, it's a bit far from everywhere. But if we're getting production going with a couple of greenhouses, we'll just let them build up, and we just have to do one massive trip each time. We will have to do a couple more contracts to buy the water container or trailer, but we can at least buy the land, get one greenhouse, and probably buy the water trailer. And we are quite close to the water as well. You know what? Spartus Division, mate. We've brought land. We own land. We own land. Right, I'm going to head to the shop. I'm going to pick up some... Actually, we don't need any tools. I'm going to drop the fertilizer off. And I'll meet you down at Field 67, which is now our home. But I am going to go pick up a tent from the shop as well. Because we need somewhere to sleep, don't we? So yeah, I will see you at the shop. Right, we're back at the shop. I did notice on the way in, our jet washer's all the way over here. I mean, how did that get over there? Right, let's pick her up. Oh dear. It's, I'm not strong enough to pick it up. Hey, we'll leave it there. We'll sort it out another time. Right, let's pick ourselves up a tent so we can actually have a place to sleep. And not rely on other people. Right, where are we? Would it be under buildings? Is it under build mode? Is it under build? Let's have a look, shall we? Sheds, silos, constructables, container, tools, farmhouses. There it is. $26 for a camo tent. It's a house for your farm. And one day we may have this. A little motorhome. Or static caravan. Well expensive for some houses, isn't it? Right, so I don't need to come to the shop. Actually, I do, because I need to buy a water trailer. Barrels, water barrels. We're going to buy this one first. It's what, $5,000. 2,080 litres, so it's going to take multiple trips to obviously fill up water. But we'll keep an eye on the sale to see if anything comes up for that. Right, let's grab the old tractor. Let's grab the old trailer as well. We'll drop the fertiliser as well. And I will see you down at our new field. Right, folks, here we are. Here's our land. Problem is, how are we going to get the water? Is there a route down here where we can get the water? Obviously, I just want to see if we've got access, easy access to water down here. Obviously, there is a bit of a dirt track here. Let's see, can't really see much. These trees are going to go. If we can cut these trees down, we'll take them down. Last thing I want to do is drive in the water, guys. But I did see down here a pond. As I was coming over the bridge, we'll work out if there's a quicker way to it. Let me just go first person. There we go. Oh, let me see where we're going. Oh, we've got... Okay. So we've got potential access there, but it seems so far away. Here's a pond. Let's just fill this up quickly. Oh, we can fill it up there. Nice. So we've got 2,000 litres of water. Well, 2,080 to be precise. We can get production started straight away. I'm just going to cut up here because there is a road up here. Oh, there it is. Maybe stick to the concreted places or the actual paved ways. Oh my days! Right, let's bring it around this lamppost. Try not to hit it. There we go. Oh my god, I'm running a stop sign. There's nothing coming. I looked. So yeah, we currently obviously have the train lines right next to us. It's not a problem. We do have this sign. I'm wondering if we can remove this sign. So let's just park up on our land because we can. It's our land. Owned by me. But yeah, let's just check build mode. Can I remove this? Is there any way to remove anything? Let's just make this is a smooth, softened terrain. Softened terrain. Let's make sure it's a bit bigger. Change cursor shape. Oh, we can get it. Okay. I just want to make sure it's semi-level. Don't know how much that's costing us. Some monies. We could obviously slope to a point, set target point, and have a slope. If we can terraform this, it's not owned by us. Land not owned by you. How far? Where is our boundary? Just here. Never mind. Have we got options for like water? Like a water pump or decoration? Right, sheds, silos, silo constructibles, containers. What we got here? Water tank set. Fill your water tank faster with this for set. What's this? Oh yeah, I picked this up. This is a mod. This is obviously a water tap. We could pretend that we got access to a water main and we now have to pay for water. But nah, it's a good sized bit of land. I'm quite happy with this. Good shout. Good shout, Sparse. Appreciate that. So I'd have looked the other way. Honestly, I would have looked the other way. I mean, this is water tank set, water tank. Water station can supply your water tanks. That's $3,000 for that water station. That's not too bad, actually. Okay, right. Productions, factories, selling points, greenhouses. Oh, greenhouse for rice saplings, $3,000. Oh. How much we got? 16 grand. So we could... Small tarp greenhouse. Small mushroom greenhouse. Okay. Overlaps of land not owned by me. So, the sign is part of it. So where should we mark? Let's mark if we can get fences. I just want to mark where our boundary is. Oh, it's letting us build a fence there. Right, does this help? That's pasture, we don't need that. Shed. Oh, that's massive. Okay, no, never mind. Place, let's just look at this stuff. Sheds, silos. Overlaps with another object. Land is not owned by you. So it's up to here. Okay, so what about the fences? So it's here. I'm just going to put a single fence plate. It's not owned by me. 200. Wow, that's $200 just for that. $300. So it is up to this lights here that lights across. Okay. So can we remove this? Enter demolition mode. Can we remove? Why won't you remove? Can we not remove you? So it's not letting us remove that. That's fantastic. Sculpting, painting. So we got like an access point for us. I'm just testing to see where we could potentially enter. No. I mean, we could probably do here. A little bit of grass. Just trying to see which works best of where we can enter. Obviously, it's costing us a little bit of money, but this... Obviously, we could... Can I make that bigger? Gravel. How do I get rid of the grass? Is there an easier way to get rid of the grass? Placing objects in free mode can cause blah, 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 blah. Oh. Oops. Okay. Well, that's a bit silly, weren't it? It's because I... Okay. Well, we buggered that up, didn't we? Well, we've got some gravel now. So let's just roll with it. There you go. It doesn't look so out of place now. Gives us a bit of a... I don't like how we can't get rid of this bits of grass. It's right on the land, right on the edge, look. Is there a way we can... Meadow... Enter demolition mode. Remove. Can't remove anything. Is there anything that we can do to remove some of this stuff? I'm gonna have to see if there's a mod where we can remove this sign, because this sign just looks out of place. And if there's a mod to like get rid of all of this grass so we can actually make a proper entrance into our, well, it's going to be our greenhouse productions. So, yeah, first of all, what I want to do is place ourselves a nice, humble abode. Well, where's which? Is it this way? I'm going to place it out the way. Yeah. Look, we've got our own little... I wouldn't even call it a love shack because it's a tent, but we have a place where we can actually get our head down. It's not much, but it's home. Yeah, it's by the main road, but we could, I suppose, not get in the tractor for starters. Let's just go to this. Well, it gets expensive, doesn't it? Can we give ourselves a bit of privacy? Oh, that's going to cost so much. If we're going to do that, we must give ourselves a massive brick wall. You can't see me. I'll put, because it's not very tall, is it? Nah. Well, we'll worry about it when we've got a bit more money. Time for decorating is another time. Right, most importantly, we need to get some production going. Greenhouses. What other stuff have we got? We've got selling points. Obviously, we could get a nice little farmer's market. You know, you see them everywhere you go. You know, you go through like villages or where there's farmyards and everything. They always have a little box outside their drives with stuff for sale, sacks of spuds, kindling, fresh eggs. That's something to look at. Right, but I want to get a greenhouse, don't we? A double one would be ideal. An 18. I'd rather do a contract quickly now to get to 18 grand to get a bigger greenhouse with double production in a single greenhouse. Is there any contracts we can do? I know it's getting tonight, so 77. That's not far away. It's 13.5 grand. It's going to take us a little while, but I'm willing to put the man hours in just so we could potentially get a double and a single just from that one contract. You know what? Stuff it. I'm taking it. I'm doing it. It's going to take me all night, but I need to now go to the shop to get our cultivator, but that can mean we can start bringing a few bits here. Yeah, nice. Okay. I'm going to go cultivate that field. I'll bring you back once we're about to plant some greenhouses or place some greenhouses. So I'm just going to leave my water tank somewhere in here. I'll leave it somewhere safe. That's not safe. Right. That'll do. Right. I'm going to go get the cultivator. I'll bring you back. Well, I'll just speed it all up for us. Back soon. Right, so we are coming to the final part of this field. Is taking forever. We need to seriously think about upgrading the cultivator. There we go, we are done. Lovely old job. Oh, right, let's get back to our bit of land. It's not far from here, which is nice. There's also a water tower there where we've got access to water. If I've got any spare change, I will be purchasing that water butt, which we can have in our greenhouse yard. And we've also now moved another bit of equipment to the new area. We've still got more to go get from the shop. However, I will be needing to buy a trailer as well at some point. So I may just go with the double greenhouse and buy a trailer. That way we could, I don't know, at least we'll have some way of transporting whatever goods. Or I buy the double. I may buy the double greenhouse and the mushroom greenhouse if I've got enough money to do it. But yeah, just left here, over the river, over the train tracks, and home sweet home. Through the trees. I do like the fact that cars can overtake on here now. It does make me chuckle. What are you beeping your horn for? I've pulled over for you, look. Well, I got stuck on the side of the bridge. Norbert. Right, let's get into our yard. Well, it's not really a yard as such. It's just a dumping ground currently for parts. But yeah, right. There's home sweet home just there. Right, let's figure out where we're going to put some greenhouses. Go the old build mode. So yeah, is that the mushroom? Where's the mushroom? Medium. Right, small mushroom greenhouse and... Right, one sec, we need to complete the job first. $13,525, thanking you. 29 grand. Right, we may as well put them, so... Get out of the track, mate. Come on. I don't want a flashlight either. Right. Build mode. Right, where are we going to put you? Right, so how do we rotate? I can't see where the goods come out of. Where would the goods come out of? Any idea? Will they come out the front? Overlaps with another object. What object? Right, so we could place it one there. I'd say there. We brought a greenhouse. Okay, so that's where the goods come out of. Okay, and we've got how much? We've got 11 grand. How big is this one? I mean, do we do a single one as well? No, I'm going to stick with the single one. And I'm also going to add... What's this? Water tank set. What's this one here? The water station can supply your water tank. Can we hide this behind here? I'll place that there. Right. Let's get the old tractor. It's still night time, but I want to get, well, it's 20 past 9 at night. Let's get this trailer hooked up. I want to see if I can go. I can obviously. Right, so we're now filling that up with water. Right, so could we just go? Question is, do we have to pay for this water? Yeah, we do. Wow, that's a lot of water. $374 to fill up this tank. We'll just fill it up because it's so easy just to fill up here at the moment. I'm sure we can make profit off the first batches of vegetables or lettuces or whatever it is we're going to be producing. I believe this takes up to 10,000 litres of water? Right, so that leaves us with $6,750. Right, let's just go back to build mode. What's this? Asphalt. Is it the same? Yeah, it is. Okay. I need to see if there is a mod to be able to. I'm just going to put a load of asphalt down here. We can afford it. Let's just bring it around. Obviously, we can only go set distance down. Because I can't get rid of this bit of grass here. Well, let's just come around. Yeah, nice. Alright, let's just do this. Okay. We've got asphalt around it. Right. No active productions, building storage, water 10,400 litres. Can we go in here? The door around the back. Have we put this backwards? Right, let's move the tractor out of the way. That'll do. Right, so how do we get in here? There we go. Right, set production. Let's just double check to see what's worthy. Alright, what's lettuce at the moment? 1,600. $2,000 at top price in February. So we could start producing and then not sell until February. Manage production. Right, so what we got here? Cycles per month. So let's What's tomatoes at? Rubbish. You know what, bugger it. We're going for lettuce. We'll go for lettuce. There we go. Activate. Oh, so it can hold up to 20,000 litres. We will refill that in the next episode. I ain't paying for it anymore. So I may sell this and we'll just have to go down to the river and everything. But no, we have got our own land. Let's get a picture of this. 1 sec. So, what an episode. We finally have our land. We did choose field 67. Sparse, mate. Thank you very much for your suggestion and finding it. We have our first greenhouse. It's producing lettuce. We will be getting rid of this water butt. We have our humble abode over there. We've got our first bit of equipment left over here. That, like I say, we slogged some hours in on that field. But it's time to sleep in our chateau de perfect. Home sweet home for the next probably 2 years until we can afford a house. So guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. So don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're new, and that bell notification to get notified of all future episodes of this playthrough series. From me, our bit of land, field 67, and our humble abode. Take care now. Tira!